communities have always been the backbone of support in Charlotte, stepping up in major ways to help address one of our many pressing needs, and that is housing. And faith-based organizations have something powerful: land, trust, and a heart for service. I thank you all for being a part of this movement.
Members of the faith community, put your hands up, you're here. Our nonprofit partners, put your hands up, they're here. And we can't get housing built without our development partners. Development partners, put your hands up, they're here. So we had an event about a year ago where we really wanted to hear from you what your needs were. We heard from you that you wanted to do this work, but you needed to understand as a faith community who the nonprofit players were that were doing this work and who in the development community could help you get it done. This whole event is designed for you to have some food. We're gonna have some activities for you, but it's really designed for you to get to know partners who are interested in doing this work with you. The other thing that you said was many of you were ready to go, but you wanted to be part of a group of faith communities that were working towards a development project together, and that you were gonna need a lot of assistance to get that done. Well, I am very happy to announce for the first time that the city is entering into contract with Enterprise Community Partners in partnership with NAO Partners to lead the first faith and housing development cohort here in the city of Charlotte. We're gonna surround you with experts, and we're gonna help you pay for it.
So today I'm here to announce the city-sponsored rezoning pilot program for faith and housing, affordable housing projects. One of the main responsibilities of the Entitlement Services Division is to help with the rezoning process. So this rezoning program will eliminate the costs associated with the rezoning process. It will also expedite the review of your rezoning petition.
It's so encouraging to see a packed room with public, private, and faith communities coming together to address something that we are all here because we believe that we're better together, right? That we can actually, if we can come together, we can actually do something to really move the needle. And as you listen and interact and meet one another today, I have a challenge for you. And I just ask that, what can we do together that none of us can do alone?
Charlotte Family Housing serves a population that we often call the hidden homeless. But our first phase is transitional housing. And then the biggest meat and potatoes of our program is 2 years of intensive wraparound supportive services in rental units throughout the community. And this is part of where we need your help. And then phase 3 is 2 years of our alumni program, and we're keeping in touch with our families at least on a quarterly basis, really to make sure that what we're doing provides lasting stability for the parents and the kids in our program.
Crittenton's mission is to empower women and children through education, health, residential care, and supportive services. Our impact areas include transitional housing for pregnant girls and women, foster care placement for teenage mothers and their babies, as well as teenage girls who are learning to live independently.
We have identified 3 specific gaps that urgently need to be addressed. The first is seeking safe, stable housing options for women during maternity leave. The second is advocating for affordable housing options for women who have completed our program. Third and last, we're asking for an increase in transitional housing for mothers with infants. So at Crittenton, we believe that housing is foundational, and without it, our families cannot truly thrive. So we invite you to partner with us.
So at your table, we want you guys to kind of reflect on what you just heard. So we just want to keep having this conversation. So we're going to give you guys about 10 to 15 minutes to just kind of have this discussion at your table, and then we're going to have a few people talk after that.
Another Trash House and Refuge is all things affordable housing. And so the transitional housing program that we do have, it's a 12-month program. We have a men's home and we have a women's home. Our men's home is catered to and focused on men coming out of incarceration, but our biggest focus is individuals coming out of homelessness, unshelteredness. And so our transitional housing model grew into these tiers, where the first tier is emergency. And then we have our transitional piece. That transitional piece is where we have our house manager, we have our clinical social worker. Once they come out of our transitional housing program, they go into affordable independent housing. Inside of that independent housing, we are able to support with rental subsidies some families. Outside of being able to support with rental subsidies, we provide that full wraparound case management services and aftercare.
Our case management services, we provide individuals who are coming out of prison who are homeless with those resources in the community, whether it's the free store at Crisis. We try to bridge the gap so they don't fall through the cracks. And even if we can't provide them with housing or, some kind of resource, just being a listening ear. A lot of times somebody wants to be heard and not just seen. They want to be heard.
For those who know me, you don't know that I came from transitional housing. That's where my story started. So look what I've done over the last year. If you guys saw my CV, you'd be like, there's no way this man did all of this in 5 years. I've only done it because I've had an opportunity to be in transitional housing that helped me get my mind right. Go back, connect with my children, connect with my family, connect with my purpose, the thing that's bigger than me. I would not be here without the opportunity that this lady gave me. She took a chance on me. She took a chance. So take a chance on people that you don't know, that you don't see. You don't know what we got inside of us that we can give back to the community.
What we do is 4 core basic services that we provide at Freedom Fighter Missionaries, initially setting out to serve justice-involved individuals and their families. And we do that by providing permanent housing placement, utilizing a housing first model, wraparound support services, access to health care that includes health insurance, vocational training, and sustainable employment support. Now, to sustain those things long term, we do provide access to mental health services, child care resources, and home ownership counseling, so our families, once they transition through our program, can have a pathway directly to home ownership. We are now recognized as a housing agency throughout Mecklenburg County. The city has funded us, the county has funded us, churches have funded us, so don't be scared to work with us. We will show you each step along the way.
If you don't know Time Out Youth, I'm very, very proud to introduce you to us. We have been in Charlotte for 34 years, and we are a community center centered around the needs of LGBTQ young people. So what I consider to be the backbone of what we do is our drop-in space. Any young person that you have in your life, 13 to 24, they can come to an experience. When I say centered around where you go, it means when they walk in, they don't have to edit. They come in, take a deep breath, and be exactly who they are. So some of the other things that we do are therapy. We offer free counseling to any young person that comes in, and that takes us to our housing program. Currently, what we're doing in housing is connecting young people through really robust case management. So we connect them to housing through partners, many of you all in the room, where we can get subsidy. We are on the COC board, we get dollars that way, but we really want to build low barrier housing that is short-term and affordable for our young people, to remove not only all of the barriers that every organization and their clients deal with to get into housing, but also that is affirming for their identities.
And so, friends, for the Faith in Housing initiative to work, it will require strong partnerships in this community between public, private, and faith communities. And partnerships require trust. Trust requires relationship, and relationship requires connection. And that's what today is about.